Yo, what's good, everyone? It's your boy Deke. You guys probably know by now that Josh Gordon has applied for reinstatement to the NFL. And I'm here to tell you why he could still be an elite receiver or just a great receiver in the league. All right, so I'm going to start off by talking about Josh Gordon's past 3 seasons. If you look at just the straight yard numbers, it could be a little bit underwhelming where you're thinking, man, maybe Josh Gordon doesn't have it anymore. But it's all about perspective. So it's not a production problem. It's more just simply he hasn't played enough games. Because go back to the first season I want to talk about, 2017 with the Cleveland Browns. He played in 5 games, had 335 yards and 1 touchdown. You average that to 16 games, that's over 1,000 yards per game and a little bit over 3 touchdowns. I'm not too worried about the touchdowns. Those could be fluky on a year-to-year basis. I'm more concerned about receptions and yards. So he definitely would have over 1,000 yards there. Next one with the Patriots, 1 game with the Cleveland Browns. This was 2018, 737 yards. That's actually just a pretty solid season for a receiver. But if you average that out over 16 games, it's 982 yards, and he had 4 touchdowns in the 12 games, so you can add a touchdown there. That is a pretty damn good receiver. And now last year, this could be the one where someone would argue, man, he might have lost it last year because at 11 games, he had only 426 yards and 1 touchdown. You average that over to 16 games, that's 619 yards. And I guess you would add another touchdown in there. But the thing with last season is he played 80 to 90% of the snaps when he was with the Patriots for the most part. But when he went to Seattle, he was only playing 30% snaps. So my point with all this, you look at the the first 2 seasons, 2017 and 2018. If he were to play a full season and the right amount of snaps, he would have had over 1,000 yards. Now, you look at last season, I think it was just more of he was in two different situations. Seattle wasn't really sure how he fit in the system right away, and he did make some plays, but still, he was only playing 30% of the snaps. And if you just want to look at, all right, 426 yards to 619 yards is really good for a lot of receivers in the league. That's Josh Gordon's floor. That's how good this guy is. If he can play a full 16 games, be on the field for 70 to 80% of the time, I have no doubts that he could get at least like 1,100, 1,200 yards, maybe 5 to 6 touchdowns. That's a top 20 receiver in the league right there. Another point of concern could be his age. He's 29 years old. That doesn't really seem too old to me. You have T.Y. Hilton. He's going to be 30. Keenan Allen's 28. And those guys have a much longer injury history than Josh Gordon. He doesn't really have injury problems. He just hasn't been able to stay on the field with some off the field problems. And I hope he's able to take care of him. It seems like he's always pushing to get in the right direction. So that's it. I think Josh Gordon can definitely still play in this league. I'm a fan of his. I hope he is able to get back and get everything taken care of. But other than that, hope you guys enjoyed this vid and let me know what you think. Peace.